Meanwhile, approval of proposed amendments to economic provisions of the Constitution appears certain in the lower house. For the details, here again is Freddie Abando.
The debate of Resolution Number 1, authored by Speaker Feliciano Belmonte, which proposes amendments to several economic provisions in the Constitution, has divided the House to two opposing camps, those for and those against. The resolution calls for the insertion of the phrase "as may be provided for by law" to enable Congress in the future to consider reforms of the economic provisions of the Constitution. This covers four provisions, Articles 12, 14, and 16. The said articles limit the entry of foreign investments. Congressman Henry Waminal, Vice Chairman of the Committee on Constitutional Amendments, stressed if the resolution is approved, its implementation is not automatic. A bill to cover lifting restrictions to foreigners in owning land, investing in public utilities, education, media, and advertising may be filed by any member of Congress in the future to attract the entry of foreign direct investments.
The future Congress, if the representatives will find it deemed improper to in that particular area, that particular agricultural lands warrants the ownership of 100% ownership by foreigners by virtue of its necessity. So Congress could pass a law.
Concern was raised that the amendments could lead to the control by foreigners of the economy in key sectors in the future like power and utilities. Those against the measure said there are many laws that could attract foreign investors. Congressman Elpidio Barsaga assured the move will ensure that the interests of Filipinos will be protected, especially small and medium-scale industries, which are engines of growth.
I don't think that it would be detrimental to the Filipinos. Liberalization of the economic provisions would show that we are welcoming investment coming from foreigners. And naturally, we have to consider that although these restrictive economic provisions have been present as early as 1935 Constitution, there is no significant progress insofar as the economy is concerned.
This early, it appears that majority of the House will endorse the approval of the bill. Deputy Speaker George D. Agabao stressed it enhances the competitiveness of the country to sustain growth, generate jobs, and spread the benefits of development to the countryside, a view shared by Congressman Federico Kimbo.
It stands to reason that if we want to invite more investors here, we have to make our rules fair to everyone. There are very robust competition law in Singapore, for example. There's a very robust competition law in Malaysia, in Thailand. If we want to attract investors to come here and put their money here, which is the whole idea of an ASEAN economic integration, we have to tell them, we have to be able to tell them that, look, when you come over, you'll be treated as fairly as we could.
You want economic reforms that will bring in investments. The thesis is very simple and it's historical, is that the only way to address poverty in the Philippines is by having more jobs. We cannot generate more jobs simply by using internally generated funds. We need to allow them to come here. And in fact, many of them are coming in here, but they're doing it illegally.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.